It's Kate, and I'm popping in at this particular time today because I've had a lot of conversations this morning about one of the courses that I actually offer. And this is a digital online course, so it's something that you can do at your own pace. But this particular course is something I put together, and I have only shared with a few people, but I really feel like I'm doing you a disservice if I don't share this with you. This is a digital course, and it's called 7 Essential Laws, or the 7 Essential Laws. The reason that it's called the 7 Essential Laws is it is about basically the 7 essential laws of attraction. Now, I put this course together because there are so many myths out there around the law of attraction. The law of attraction was used by the ancient Mayans. It was first mentioned in a publication in about 1867. So no, this is not anything new. And in fact, you will find the principles of the law of attraction all the way through the Bible. Just about every Sunday I go to church and I hear my pastor preach on something, and he's not understanding that is a part of these 7 essential universal laws that God put in place. Man did not put these in place. This is in place whether you understand it or whether you don't understand it. What do I mean by that? Well, like attracts like. So have you ever seen really highly motivated people hanging around with people who want to sit on the couch all day? No, you don't, because like attracts like. So when whatever we are emitting from us, our energy, some people, if you do Tai Chi, they call it your Chi. If you're doing karate, they call it the same thing. The truth is, if you're doing something else, I'll call it your chakras. The truth is, we have an electrical system in our body that creates energy. It creates energy for us to move around, but it also emits energy. So when we're in a sad mood, everybody can see we're sad. We might try to hide it, but that feeling that we have is being emitted. So quite often you can actually sense somebody is either sad or mad or in a bad mood, and you go, wow, yeah, I'm steering clear of that today. So what I'm saying is, this is there, whether you know it or not, whether you are aware of it or not, it is in action. So when we are not aware and saying stuff that we really don't want to happen, it starts to manifest because we keep saying it. Have you ever seen someone lose weight that keeps calling themselves fat? Because I haven't. You see, if you've got to actually like yourself before you'll actually start taking care of yourself. When we put these words upon ourselves, we can't get to where we want to go, because what we focus on expands. Let me tell you a little something, or a little story about that. At the beginning of the pandemic, long before they were talking about wearing masks and as a general rule, it occurred to me, because I'm a very intuitive person, and I said to my husband, well, if all the doctors and nurses are wearing masks and they won't let people in to the hospital, and if you get in there, they're giving you a mask, why aren't we doing that now? And it became a brainchild of mine. Well, I went on the internet because I've sewn costumes and things in theatre for years, and I used to make all my own costumes, so I know how to use a sewing machine. And so I went, I've got to make these masks. Well, I got so focused on making these masks. I had people knocking on my door asking me for masks. My daughter worked at the Home Depot. I was sending buckets of masks there every day. I had people I was leaving masks for in the letterbox. What was happening to my coaching business? Absolutely nothing. I was so totally focused on masks, I'd forgotten all about it. So it was sitting over here in the corner. This is a truth. Where we put our focus and what we are entirely focused on is what happens, what we create, what we are doing, and what comes into our lives. And I bet you can name one circumstance where that has happened to you right now. I mean, this very minute, I know that you can do that. So I created this course because everybody also thinks, and this is a myth, that the law of attraction is just one little old law and it takes everything in. No, it's not. There are 7 different laws that all tie into the law of attraction. So it's not just about thinking positive thoughts, which, don't get me wrong, positive thoughts are great. And you should have positive thoughts. You really should have positive thoughts, because positive thoughts is the first step to changing how you want, where you want to focus and where you want your focus to be. But there's also another law that says maybe we should intentionally create our day. What happens when we don't intentionally create our day? You know what's going to happen? It will create itself anyway. It will be created by default unless you decide that you are going to plan it. And then when things come to distract you that you don't want, that's when we jump in there and we capture the thoughts. I believe there's something in the Bible that says that, capture your thoughts. There's also the law of allowing. The law of allowing just says that we are supposed to love people unconditionally. I guess you've never heard that either before. But we don't do that. And quite often we actually don't know how to do that. In many instances, we actually think that we are doing that and we're not. I can remember my very first life coach teacher, instructor, Brooke Castillo, and I can remember saying to her during our course, I was going to go back to Australia just after it finished. I finished training. And I remember saying to her about a particular person that I always struggled with. And I said to her, well, I unconditionally love this person, but every time the thought of actually being in the same room makes me sick in my stomach. And she just chirped back straight away and said, then you don't unconditionally love that person. And you know what? She was right. She was absolutely 100% right. But it really gave me a bit of a slap around the jaw, because I went, hang on a minute, then how do I unconditionally love this person? And that is something that I explain very well in here. There's also sufficiency and abundance. Did you know that we have everything that is sufficient within us right now that we can be grateful for and have? But all these laws tie together. We need to understand that we are changing ourselves into a better person. One who does love unconditionally, one who is deliberately creating her day without turmoil, without anger, without upset, but deliberately creating her day. You know, every morning I can come down, I live in a house, which some of you know and some of you don't, but, you know, I have 12 kids. On any day, one of them could be calling, or 3 of them could be calling, or I could have a grandchild or so here. So at any particular time, there could be something that is coming across my path. But I can tell you I have 6 adult children living in the house at the moment, and that just happened because jobs went away, and they're gradually moving back out one by one, but they're still there. So every morning I could have a hissy fit about seeing what the midnight feast was, or I could run around the house going, get out of bed, come down here. But the truth is that I can remind them gently, hey, please clean up after yourself. Or I can have a hissy fit, Or I can walk there and I can say to my husband, hey, let's have a cuppa and clean this up. And then my day doesn't go off the rail because I'm not focused on what I don't want. I'm focused on what I do want. I want a good day. I want to create this day. I want to intentionally create this day with joy, peace, love, the whole bit. And then all those desires that I have can start to be met because I'm in the right place. I'm in the right place to manifest my desires. So I wanted to let you know this course is available, and I will put the link to where you can read about this course. This course, by the way, is a lot. There's 19 videos in here. There is lots of stuff in here. I'm not sure. I think there's some meditations. I'm not sure. But there are workbooks. There are all sorts of things. There's a Facebook page. There is everything that you need to know, and never be fooled again by thinking that this is some new whizzy-dizzy thing that got birthed in a movie. No, it didn't. It has been around since the beginning of time, because this is the way that God really wants us to live in our daily lives, and how we are supposed to treat each other, and how we can choose to live a better life with better emotions and receive all that our Heavenly Father really wants to give us. So I'm going to leave that. My website, by the way, is pretty easy. It's Coach, that's COACH, Coach at my name, Kate Penwarn Thompson, and it's .info, INFO. So you can go online there. I will put a link underneath this video, but you can go online there. Once again, that's Coach at my name, Kate Penwarn Thompson, .info, and you will see all my digital courses there, and you can go down and you can read about it, and you can see whether this is something that just may change the whole of your life. When you start thinking about what you're focused on, and whether you want to stay stuck in that dead old relationship forever, or whether you want to stay stuck and not moving in any sort of part of your life, whether you want to keep beating yourself up because you aren't perfect, there's a better way. There's a better way. And there is a way that we are meant to live. And I truthfully believe that. Now, I will tell you, and I do tell you in the course, I do use essential oils with the 7 essential laws. And the reason, and I prefer Young Living oils, that's my preference, because I know they are the only oils that I know are farmed and processed and all of that at the same place. So I know that they are pure, and I know their purity, and they come with a seed to seal guarantee, which no other oil does. So they're the oils I use, but I'm telling you, when you use essential oils in your day, along with implementing the laws of attraction, really things begin to change in your life. And some of those old patterns and behaviors that you have just been trying to get rid of for years will dissipate, will leave, will go. So I am going to leave you with that, because my time is just about up here, and I will put the link underneath this video for you. And I hope you go check it out. Just go check it out. By the way, this program should be worth a lot. It is not. It is $67. That's it. 67 whole dollars. And it is yours for the rest of your life. There's no monthly fee. There's no nothing. This is a course created for you so that you can go back and you can keep reminding yourself, because some of these things in here are learning processes. You really have to learn. The law of allowing for me was a really big one. And letting go of everything was another thing too. So, law of detachment, being able to know what you want and be detached from it. In other words, leave it in the hands of God, because our timing is not his timing. His timing is perfect. So I'll leave you with that, and I will say bye for now. I will be in to talk later and on my page, on my personal page, and also in the group. So I will see you later, and you have a great afternoon. Bye for now.